Imagine a world where you can walk down the street of any busy city in the United States and not smell the exhaust gas of cars and factories. Imagine a world where the soft hum of electrical cars replace the rumblings of gasoline engines. Imagine a world where oil spills are not on the daily news. In today's world, we have the ability to reduce the nation's oil and coal consumption. We have the ability to reduce pollution and slow down the rate of global warming. We have the ability to reduce our ecological footprint on our family. I have learned a lot of money-saving and environmental tips from my research into this speech. And not only will you benefit from my speech, but I have already implemented a few of the money-saving tips into my own life. Today, I would like to persuade you to start being more aware of your ecological footprint that each of us are leaving on this planet, and start doing things to reduce the size of your ecological footprint by taking steps to use less gas and electricity in our daily lives. Let's talk about ecological footprint. An ecological footprint is the amount of land it takes to support our lifestyle over a lifetime. If we divide the current population of the earth into the available product land and sea space, we end up with about 4.7 acres per person. Remember that number, 4.7 acres. To picture what your ecological footprint is, visualize football-sized units scattered around the earth of fields of cotton, grain, pasture land, mines, oil wells, forests, landfills, toxic waste dumps, factories, freeways, and etc. All the resources to support your existing lifestyle. Now you are picturing your ecological footprint on Earth. Now remember that number, 4.7 acres per person, right? The average American citizen's footprint is 24 acres. Canada's is 17, Europe is 14, Japan is 11, Mexico 6, China 4, and India 2. The good old USA uses more of the Earth's resources than any other country by far. And most of the people on the planet are trying to emulate our materialistic lifestyles. It simply cannot be done. The Earth cannot support such a high level of consumption. If everyone on Earth lived the level of like the American, it would take 4 Earths worth of resources. So let's find out ways we can live greener. All right, start off by in the house. When living in the house, try buying in bulk. You will save money you'll save money on packaging and size. Recycling. Now, when people think of recycling, they think multiple garbage cans and sorting, and you might even think of it as a hassle. Well, it kind of is, but only one of those small hassles that once you get accustomed to doing it, it will not feel like a hassle. Just like when they made buckling your seatbelts a law. At first it was a hassle. Now we jump in a car, we do it automatically, and if we don't do it, we feel unsafe when we don't. Once we get into the routine of recycling, when we don't, we will feel bad for not doing it. And that is one of the points I'm trying to make. Have a conscience for your environment. Buy recycle. By buying recycle, there are a lot of products out there that you can buy that are made from recycled materials. If you buy these products, you will be recycling coming into the home and going out. And remember, the more recycled goods we buy, the more goods that will be recycled. All right, bottled water. Skip the bottled water. Use a water filter to purify tap water instead of buying bottled water. Not only is bottled water more expensive, but it generates large amount of container waste. Watching bottled water ads, you think that tap water might not be healthy, but it's not true. The television show 2020 took 5 bottles of national brands of bottled water and a sample of tap water from a drinking fountain in the middle of New York City and sent them to a microbiologist to test for bacteria that could make you sick like E. coli. There was actually no difference between the New York City tap water and the bottles that were evaluated. Many scientists have run tests like that and consistently found that tap water is as good for you as bottled waters that cost 500 times more. And since tap water meets all the standards, a lot of bottlers are just selling bottled tap water. Fluorescent bulbs. Change the fluorescent bulbs. If every house in the United States changed all the light bulbs in their house, that would be the equivalent of taking 1 million cars off the street. Hang your clothes. Hang your clothes out to dry. Get a clothesline or a rack to dry your clothes. Your clothes will last longer and you will save money. This is one of the things that I do. Since my dryer takes a little more longer than the washer does, I dry every other load on the clothesline. Change your thermostat. Every degree lower in the winter or higher in the summer will put a 10% decrease in your energy bill. Walk or ride your bike. Walk or ride your bike when you can. If you have to go to somewhere close, consider riding your bike or walking there instead of your car. It is better on the environment and healthier. I know a lot of you do not live close to work or supermarket, but if you just need one or two items, try riding a bike to a local convenience store to pick up those things. You will get exercise, and the money you saved on the fuel starting your car and going a longer distance to the grocery store will equal out. Properly inflate your tires. If your tires are properly inflated, your car will run more on less gas and live smaller. Get a smaller or hybrid car. A lot of celebrities, including Cameron Diaz, Will Ferrell, and Tom Hanks, are driving hybrid cars. I cannot say, not only does it save money on gas, but it costs a lot less to produce and puts out a lot less emission. A lot of people will argue with me that they are safer in their large SUV than a small car, but according to ConsumerFairs.com, SUVs are no safer than passenger car. A smaller house will help your electrical and heating bills. Okay, in my speech today, I have made it a point to try to persuade each and every one of you to do your part to save our planet and leave a smaller ecological footprint. I think it is time to stop trying to one-up each other and realize that we do not need an SUV the size of a Hummer to go back and forth to work. That a car is just a tool to get us from point A to point B. Also, we do not need a 6-bedroom home for a family of 3. You cannot be but in one room at a time. Thank you for your time, and do your part for the environment.